Alright guys, thanks for coming along. I just want to get a nice hike in today. Nothing special, nothing big. Heading back on one of my stealth camps I haven't been to in a while, and I want to take the drone up and fly it out to where I usually camp at and see what it's like. But beautiful spring day. Yesterday was the first day of spring, so I wanted to get out. Hoping the audio is good. I don't have my muffle for the GoPro, but I'll see if I can clean it up in post. So just want to hike out here, guys, and let's go out and get out in nature today and see what we see. I do got a little treat though when I get to where I want to stop. Came across something, guys, in history I want to show you. The very first camp by myself, and it was my very first stealth camp, was right over in this area in the back of where I'm at. That's what started it all. That night started it all. God, so long ago, but man, it was so much fun. I remember enjoying myself out there, the time, nature, the sounds. Even to this day, it was one of the best nights I ever had as far as the frogs scaring me. Heck, the hell, they scared me to death that night, guys. I'd never even experienced something like that, because the toads came out and it sounded like a million of them were right outside my tent. Really cool. And I remember getting up that morning, packing everything up. It was probably 6 a.m. I wanted to pack up early, and I sat there, and you know, that sky's that beautiful blue. And I remember thinking, I'm hooked. I am hooked. I always love this section. It's so pretty right here. God, so many memories. Looks like something's been laying down in there. It's amazing how much this area has changed in 12, 13 years. I had another spot on this hike. They've changed this area so much. I think they're closing this area to hunters for some reason. I'm not sure for why, because they've taken all the deer stands down and they just don't access this area anymore. Basically, it's just for wildlife and hikers and nature lovers, and it's not supposed to be for stealth campers, but a long time ago, there was a deer stand back there. And I went out to it. You can't even see it now, the debris, everything's grown up. But I was back there stealth camping. And this was back in the day when I used to leave my hoopty at the parking spot. And I was out there, and some park guys came out, and I think they were looking for whose car that was. And they were on ATVs. When they came out, of course at that time I had a cheap tent, guys. This tent was $20, I bought $20 off eBay. And it's what I did most of my stealthing in and had fun with. It was so cool because the time of year I was in, it matched the foliage. It was green, almost like a green camo. And when they came through, they couldn't see me from the road. But what I did was I ducked down and I stayed low. And they were riding back and forth trying to find, I don't know if they were looking for me, they were looking for me specifically, but they were trying to find whose car it was. Maybe somebody was hurt or something. And then they ended up leaving. That was one of my first times of almost getting caught. But they were doing it for safety reasons. You know, somebody could be back here and signal's bad back here, and somebody could, God forbid, get hurt, fall, twist an ankle. Happen anywheres. When I come back, I think I'm going to go over in this area. Yeah, I think I'll go there. I'm going to bust my chair out, get myself a nice cup of coffee, and chill with you guys. It's so beautiful. But right now, I want to go further out and get my drone up. It's amazing when you're like a mile out and the world stays behind. Just getting out here is so peaceful. And I'm in the little state I'm in, but you can find areas where you can get away from everything. Future plans, my friends, future plans. coming for the channel and for the missus and I, but I want to take a side step for a second. Look at this clear spot where deers have been coming through and laying in this game trail. So clear, and look where they've been bedding. They probably found their new home now that they don't hunt back here that much anymore, or at all anymore. I don't think. I think that's done with back here. I got all my stuff treated in my last camp, but it is good to check. I saw this. What's this? I'm not sure what that is. A scarf? I'm not touching it. Like curtains blown out here. That's crazy. They're not socks. There's another burn in it. I'll probably take that one out, but check this out. This is where you come to get out of the summer shade, summer sun, get some shade. But a little highway back here. I've been back here before. Now this was over 10 years ago. These trees weren't as big. They didn't come out this far because they were too low to the ground. That's crazy. Another deer trail right off that way. Neat to see what it looks like now. Well, onward, outward and onward. Like I said, I'm gonna get down here as far as I can. One problem I'm worried about though is just hiking out here, I've had some bad gusts of wind. Right now, where I'm at now, this is good. Back there I had some gusts. So I'll get up to this spot and see. I just want to see some more stuff. I mean, I'm trying to slow myself down because I'm having such a good time just hiking. But this is how I'm out no matter what. That's why when my wife and I are hiking together, I have her in front of me when I can. Because because she'll keep me from going too fast. And I'm excited. I like being out in the woods. Usually it's trying to get to the campsite or the site we're gonna sit for a while, or like today I'm gonna sit and have a little treat. But I have once in a while to stop, take a breath, just enjoy the scenery. Hey guys, I'm hiking along and I just noticed something over there. I don't know if it's a structure built in the woods, but I'm going to come back to that in a minute. It'd be weird for somebody to build a structure out here other than hunters, but there are no hunters in this area anymore. I'm gonna come back and check that out. I see it. Guys, isn't that funny? Normal people probably wouldn't even notice that. But to us with the right eye, because we've tried to be stealth and hide, it just stands out. I just happened to be looking because it was open, more open there than I remember it. And that could be just anything. Vegetation dying, animals trampling it down, trees fell. It could be anything. But then I caught a straight line in my eyesight, and I knew it. And I started moving my head left and right a little bit between the limbs and the branches. I'm trying to block the wind, and it looks like some kind of structure, like somebody's made something back there. Now it could be an old deer stand fell over, but to have that many pieces intact, and where I'm at, I couldn't see the places I go, guys. I couldn't see a homeless person stand out there. It's just, you're too far from everything. I mean, I'm 4 or 5 miles out to the country, and then I'm a mile and a half off where I parked the truck. So why would a homeless person be living out that far? You couldn't park a vehicle back there because park rangers and stuff would see it. I don't know. I'm checking it out though when we go back. And the bad part is the wind is still kicking, so we'll have to see. Guys, that could be I never think of, and everyone should be aware of it. I could understand them doing it, but it could be some guys or guys and girls or couples or something, I don't know, putting up a spot in the woods. Not for that, but you know, maybe growing weed or something, I don't know. So just be careful. I do see a lot of, you know, I'm a big YouTube supporter, guys. I love following and liking and talking to everybody in the community. And trust me, my tastes on everything are A to Z. But sorry guys, everything here was orange. I thought it was a tractor. But the one thing I see a lot is solo women campers or backpackers and stuff. Really upsets me. I think they make it look too glamorous, too easy, too safe, even if they don't talk about it enough. You know, I tell my wife all the time, and she knows, carry some protection with you, ladies, if you're out there. If you're going to do it, I'm not saying don't do it, but you got to take the steps. Don't have a knife, have a Bowie knife on you, or some big ass knife on you. Have bear spray, because bear spray will take a person down. Have regular, you know, pepper spray, and remember, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So have 2 of everything. Have 2 knives, have 2 spray on you. Oh, and no matter where you camp for the night, have an exit. Really scares me when I see it. I'll ramble about that later, because we're coming up on the part, and right now where I'm at, I can't take the drone up. It's just too windy, and we had a storm come in last night, so this must be the tail end of it. If things have changed up here, I'll hike further. If they haven't, I can't take the drone up. It's just it's too bad. I don't know. I'll access it when I get up there. Blackberry bushes, and if you come in the right time of year, and my wife and I had a lot, you could fill your hands up and your shirts up on blackberries, and they run all along here. Well guys, I think I just had my question answered. They have cleared all this. I'll put a video up now showing you what it used to look like, where they let it all overgrow and then you couldn't get back here. And if it was like that, I wasn't coming back here, guys, because too close to the beginning of tick season, too close to everything. I'm going to show you what I see now. I'm not going to go any further just because I don't have anything for my head or my ears. I'm dressed all in cotton and I'm sweating, and I'm not going to take a chance going up there, either getting some kind of ear problem tonight or anything like that. But let me show you. Look, this before was all this right here. You couldn't walk this. It was all stuff growing over, and they've cleared it. Now I haven't seen one hunter's blind or deer stand the whole time I'm back here. That's good. No, not good, because what they've done is this area must not be good for deer hunting, so they've changed it one some other place. You have to get the deer population down. I ain't getting into that whole argument, but I think this is as far as I'm going to go. If it wasn't windy, I'd go all the way, but I'm sweating, I'm wearing cotton because it's just a day hike, and I didn't expect it to be this windy. But we had our thing answered. What I was going to do was I was going to take the drone up when I hit the foliage and the, you know, just a huge blockade I had before, and I was going to take the drone up and fly it out there to see how bad it was. But it looks good, looks clear. I'll probably hike this again soon, and if I do, I'm going to just bring you guys at the beginning and then bring you when I'm out there. So it'd be fun. But I'd like to stealth camp this again, but I can't. So now you know what that means, guys. I'm hiking back to that spot, and I'm gonna grab a stick just in case. Alright guys, I'm at that spot. I'm gonna walk over here and talk and ask him if anybody's back here. Is anybody back here? If it is, man, just say something. I'll leave you alone. Huh. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Guys, if this isn't a case of pareidolia, I don't know what is. These over here looked, and you guys saw it on camera, it looked like boards. That structure right there looked like, a couple of them looked like boards, but I couldn't see because of the brush. Well, I was on guard and ready for it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Just shows you. I want to have an encounter with Bigfoot, but if I see him, I'm going after him. Because I'm not going to have some bird, fox, bear fool me. I'm going to go after it. I just had a bunch of trees fool me thinking it looked like a structure back here, and it's not. Nothing else back there. So since I walked back here a little bit, I'm going to go out and check my legs and stuff for ticks, because I did have some brush come up against me. Okay. Oh, well, guys, sometimes you have to go out in the woods and just kick back. That's what I'm doing today. Coffee's brewing. I'm gonna add a little treat in it. But sitting out here where I've hiked so many times, and it's just beautiful out here. And and sitting here, I'll die laughing if somebody comes up this trail, because it goes around that way. It sees me back here and goes, "What the hell is he doing?" That is my view. Just beautiful. Big blue open sky. Nice forestry around me. Okay, that is hot enough. Whew. And let's get a container out. I didn't bring my big tripod, so holding this by handheld. And let's get my coffee in there. I'm gonna let it soak for a little bit before I start spinning it like that. You'll see it getting darker. I'm just gonna let it soak for a minute. Cheers, my friends. Oh, that's perfect. That's freaking perfect. Not hot, just perfect. Having a little cheese stick with it. So I gotta come and camp out on that beach sometime soon. Gotta get that in. You should see how I have this hooked up. Didn't bring my big tripod, brought my GoPro. I didn't charge my GoPro battery. It was like 80%. I thought it'd be enough. It's not. I don't blame the GoPro battery. That's my fault. But I did come up with a workaround on this. And to anybody else out there who has GoPros, who likes using them and stuff like that, I am going to just use the batteries when I go swimming or small things like that. I'm going to get myself 2 external batteries, like 10,000 milliamp, and I'm going to find a way to attach them to my tripod, and I'm going to just skip that step altogether and hook it directly to that. So that way I always have power when I go out. I'll put something up on that, guys. Man, peaceful. People pay for this piece, and we got it all to ourselves. No kidding, guys. Just look around me. This place is so nice and even. It's all out in the open. This would be a great spot to camp. Maybe I can do it in the winter time, but I'll keep it in mind because there's no hunting around here, so I could do this. There is a remnant here of an old deer stand. Like I said, they've been taking those down. They're not back here anymore, so I don't think they do any deer hunting back here. But it might be a nice little place to be dropped off at. And I brought the Rebo pack out today, guys. That's such a good day pack. It could be a multi-day or an overnight backpack easily. I have used it for that. But one thing to know, although the back is padded, as you can see, It's only 62, 63 degrees today, and my back is a little sweaty. Well, guys, I just tried to go live, and my connection started to fade, and I really couldn't tell. I haven't done it on my phone enough yet to see the comments and know how I can comment back. I might do that on my next camp, because if I can do that camping and just use my phone and still comment with you guys, I'll do a lot more lives while I'm camping. But where I'm at right now, it's a little sketchy with signal, so you guys have probably seen it. I'm gonna leave it up. I think it's hilarious. I'll laugh at myself, have some fun laughing at it. But I was gonna share what I was going through today, but looks like that's gonna be on the next camp. I tried. Much as I hate to, I gotta pack up. Man, it's nice when we have these little nooks and places we can go, just hang out. It's nice. Yep, dry out my cup. I don't want that dripping in my pack. Stove off. All this time back here, you have it all to yourself. So nice. I'm gonna walk around here one more time before I leave, just to make sure that you know, if there's any trash I can take out or anything like that. I don't think there is, but I'm just gonna put my GoPro in here, let it charge the whole time while I'm doing what I gotta do. Keep my phone on there. Of course, I brought this out, my water for my coffee. This is my coffee container. Guys, when you go hiking, always take your medical kit with you, just in case. This ain't about ego, it's about safety. I always have that with me. I showed you that, what I have in it. I brought a little jacket, but it doesn't have a hood. So that did me no good. If I had my way, man, I'd be camping here tonight. Put the medical kit on top. Don't need it. That's a good thing. It's there if I need it. The good thing about that medical kit bag is if I wanted to, I could put it on the outside on this molly. I don't need it. Put more stuff in. Cup, my water. Like I said, man, there's a lot of room in this thing. A lot of room. My coffee kit in here. By the time I get back to the truck, I should be ready to go. I'll make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope, everything was pretty simple. I'm gonna walk around here and see what I see. And guys, just when you think I was about to wrap up, grab my bag, and now I'm looking at something gnarly. That just brings out the kid, and we all have a bit of morbid curiosity, but check this out. That is not too old. I think that is a raccoon. They have stripped him down. A little bit of fur left on the head, a little bit on the tail. I thought I had a smell of something a little while ago, but I wasn't sure. You know, when you get deep out, you come across smells, but and look where it's at, and my bag is right there. And I knew I was getting a whiff of it. I was like, why do I keep smelling it once in a while? But just brushed it aside. But man, that is, matter of fact, I can do it from here. Let me just zoom up a little bit. That is gnarly. All right, let's head back out. There's the remains of that. If I ever remember to come back, I'll look at it and see if it's, you know what I mean, there. It just shocked me that I didn't see it earlier when I first came in. I try to look around every time I come in, and not much. I like to see that. If I'm not going to see, I don't want to see no trash. There used to be remnants of buildings out here, and this is from a long time ago. But even they're gone in time. And I used to hike these a lot, like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. But matter of fact, it's longer than that. 16, 17 years ago. Wow. Had to think about that. It's been a while. So, you know, I think it'd be a little different, but not that much different. And you guys, I forgot to point out, you did see that stick I heard earlier before I came and found out that one spot, no one was there. That was funny. Guys, if you don't laugh at yourself, someone else will. And here I just mentioned it to you guys. And here's what I was talking about. Remnants of old structures back here. Like I said, we're deep in the woods. I think those are old stations or stands. I don't think there's any houses back here. But it is cool to find stuff like that in the woods. And if I can find them, my wife and I have pictures of us on that at least 15 years ago. I'm going to post them up so you guys can see it in conjunction with now. I'm just sitting here where I parked the truck. You can see where the truck's parked. Bunch of friggin' trash. Let's look and see what we see over here. Oh. Two long black snakes. They were going through over there. If I can see them on camera, I'm going to zoom up. Oh my goodness, they were right there. Let me go if I can see them. Two huge black snakes, guys. They went right in that hole, and they went right in. Now it could have been one, like this wrapped around, and he went in, but they went right in that hole. If I have it on camera, I pray I have it on camera. I'm gonna show you, but he's right in there or there, right in there. And of course, and I've seen a lot of snakes around this area. But look at this, look. Well, I know the first place I'm gonna come clean up, because I'm gonna do some videos. Clean places up. The last time I was here, this huge tree was not like this. So it's fell within a couple months. Just look at this. Guys, if you see this crap, report people. Look. They come back here because they know it's hidden. Then they throw their shit away. But I always like to come back here because God forbid somebody did something a little more sinister. Nothing like that. That is crazy because that's the walkway. The walkway is right there. And look how it fell. Or Bigfoot put that structure up. You can say what you want to do. Well, guys, thanks for coming along on this hike, this little day trip. It was a lot of fun. A lot more happened than I expected it was going to happen. But I needed this time to get out, even though I just went camping not too long ago. Guys, I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now. I'm out.